All right, watching the game on delay, adult things happen nowadays, especially being a dad. Watching the game, Leafs are up 3-0, dominating first period, dominating so far in the second period until this. Look at that save by Jack Campbell. That's phenomenal. Honestly, this guy's amazing. Team USA, great. Leafs, sign him now. This is going to be the intro. It has to be. And the Leafs better win this freaking game. All right, catch you at the review after I finish watching this game. Well, I guess my Jack Campbell reaction was a tiny bit premature. Makes an amazing save on Bjorkstrand, and then somehow Bjorkstrand scores and has absolutely no idea that he scores. But let's get into the review, shall we? We'll start from the beginning all the way to the end, or reaction if you want to call it. Some people will look at this game and go, 5-4, Toronto's up 5-1 and they almost lost this game. No, that's not. Look, you need to watch the game, yeah? I'm going to be honest with you. Toronto absolutely dominated the first period. They looked good. Columbus had a good first shift in the second. Toronto looked good. Jack Campbell makes that save. Werenski hits the post. Columbus comes back a little bit, and then at the end of the second, it's the Toronto Maple Leaf show. It is. What was it? Goals in felt like 3 seconds. Like TSN for the fifth goal was still showing the highlights of the fourth goal, and they literally just picked it up as Matthews shot. And then, Columbus scores 3 minutes left, and then that 0.5 seconds left. But anyway, let's get into it. Leafs got some injury woes and some suspension woes. Spets has gone 6 games. I think that's fair. 6 is maybe lenient. It was a dangerous hit, and if what happened to Tavares happened to Pionk, it would have been even longer. I know he was upset, and what happened to Sandin, who's going to be out a while. I don't think anyone said, I was listening to SDP, and they said some were guessing the full year, some back in March. Who knows? It's a long time. Mitch Marner's out for quite a bit as well. Dermott has a shoulder issue. So, was it Rubens is in? Is that it? Liljegren's in. Steves comes in. He's playing well in the AHL, 12 points in 12 games for the Marlies. Simmons, Matthews, Bunting. You got Tavares, Nylander, Kerfoot still together. And then let's just call it throw it in and see what happens. Anyway, let's get into it. Leafs get an early power play. And it is the triangle. You got Riley up top, Matthews and Nylander, not on their one-timer sides. And then you have Tavares there for the high tap, and Simmons being Simmons in front of the net. He's in the JVR spot. And it's just the trio. There's just the triangle. Pass, Riley to Matthews, over to Nylander. Looks like he mishandled it for half a second, which opened up Merzlikins. Shoots it, scores, 1-0 Leafs. Lovely. Game plays through. Bunting takes a penalty. Not a good penalty, but he makes up for it. He gets out of the box. It was probably Riley who made him the pass. He gets it. He's got the D-man on his right shoulder. He turns. He turns to, away from the net. He does a quick look back and sees Matthews coming. And as he sees Matthews, he just puts it through his legs. And Matthews, probably of the speed of this. The puck goes in. He points at Bunting. What a pass. What a play. I just loved the spatial awareness there. Looking back, seeing Matthews timing it perfectly to go between his legs with the pass. 2-0. 2-0. And then Richie, his first of the season, his first as a Leaf. And who is it? Comp, Kasha, Richie. So they get to play together. And it's Kasha going in on the forecheck, winning the battle. Instead of going around the net, he passed it out short side. Richie, backhand, forehand in. 3-0 Leafs. They looked really, really good. And then, we go into the second period. Borkstrand, sorry, the Jets, my gosh. Uh, the Blue Jackets, they get a power play. Leafs can't clear it. Goes to the point, they shoot. Campbell takes it up high, it drops, pushes hard off with the right foot, makes that beautiful glove hand save. Phenomenal. Then I made that introduction video. Like 10 seconds later, Leafs can't clear it again. It's shot on net. I thought it was a shot, but it was a pass to Bjorkstrand all by himself. Just missed a sign. Goes to a backhand, fires it. There's traffic there, and somehow it looked like it was going up towards Campbell's chest and somehow goes 5-hole. Squeaks in, and it was like tit for tat there. Okay, I stopped you. I let in a bad one there. So it makes it 3-1. And then I was like, oh no. Columbus has a little bit of momentum, but Toronto gets their chances. I want to say after the first period, the shots were like 20-7 or something like that. And then once Columbus scored, it was closer. It was like 26-21. So Columbus brought it on a bit. But then Leafs get a power play. It's the trio again up top. Riley to Matthews, to Riley, to Nylander, back to Riley, which opened up Columbus. And Columbus was giving Toronto a lot of space there, a lot of open shots or chances to tip, just forgetting men. And you do not forget John Tavares in front of the net. He tips it in. Beautiful tip past Merzlikins. I think Merzlikins played the whole game anyway. I can't tell you, I'm exhausted. Beautiful tip, makes it 4-1. Then TSN is talking about Tavares. They're showing it again. So we missed the draw. And when it comes back on, it's literally the puck is on and off Austin Matthews' stick. And it's 5-1. He goes 5-hole. So you had to wait for the replay where you see Bunting basically, the draw gets one to the side, and Bunting has a battle with the forward. The Columbus D pushes up, and Bunting, with two men on him, just chips it back to Riley. Riley feeds it up to Matthews, who sees Bunting, punch it back to him, and he goes right past the D, picks it up at the blue line, off his skate, just, feet eye, hand eye. His coordination's ridiculous. And then it's basically a 2-on-1. He wires it, 5-hole. Merzlikins, I believe, does get a piece of it. Goes in 5-1, and I'm like, oh, and that was literally with what? It was like a minute 40 left in the second period. Toronto gets 4 and 5. Cruising. 4-goal lead in the third period I can take. 3-goal lead? Now, does it end 5-4? Yes. Toronto was up 5-1. It ends 5-4. But really, they had a bad shift. The beginning, where I think it was Muzzin. Muzzin again. Try to clear it. Couldn't. It goes to Bjorkstrand, and he shoots. It goes wide. He presses in, and it goes basically from the wing, from the left side, D to D, and it's just a shot, and Bjorkstrand just shoves his stick out. Austin Matthews didn't get to him on time. Goes past Campbell. 5-2. Okay. And yes, Columbus gets their third goal with 3 minutes to go. With Steves all over Corelli, and it just kind of chips up over Campbell. Soft goal, a goal that he'd like to have back, yeah. Campbell probably wants number 1, 3, and 4 back. But there was never any worry for me this game. Because even the 5-3 goal, I felt the Leafs, after that second goal, they played really well. They played well. Especially, with all the injuries and the newbies in and the mixed lineups and, Justin Hall and Jake Muzzin are still out there playing top 4 minutes. And Campbell, making some spectacular saves, but maybe not seeing the puck as like he usually does, or not. A lot of pucks were hitting him, and, rebounds were there. Leafs did all right to, move the traffic in front. So I wasn't too worried. And then obviously Domi gets that fourth goal with 0.5 seconds left. But to be honest with you, Voracek going backhand and then feeding it to Domi, it was a nice little pass. Good on them. Well deserved to make it 5-4 because it was a cool little goal there. And that's how it ends. Leafs win 5-4, which didn't feel like a 5-4 game. We can call it a 5-3, but I don't care about the score. I think sometimes there's a 1-0 win, and you are confident that they're going to win the whole time. Like when Canada in the World Cup of Hockey, so the World Cup of Hockey where they won basically every game, even like the second game against Team Europe. They were tied, and they go on the penalty kill, and Marchand scores. Like, I had all the confidence in the world in them, and that's what I had with the Leafs tonight. I knew they were going to finish it off and win this game. It's just like the Olympics when Canada would win 1-0 or 2-0, 2-1. You knew it was going to happen. I'm saying this because Olympics are coming up soon. Will NHL players still go? We'll see. But yeah, all the confidence in the world for the Leafs, and they win 5-4. So now they are 18-7-2, first in the Atlantic, 38 points. Columbus drops to 13-11. They're doing all right. That's a bounce-back season, and they don't have Patrick Laine, who's flown back to Finland to deal with his matter. So hopefully everything's good on his end, because I really like that Laine and Matthews matchup, and hopefully we see it again soon. Let me know down below your thoughts on this game. How do you think the Leafs played? How do you feel about the youngins coming in, or and the mixed lines? What do you think of Jason Spezza's suspension? And the Leafs are scoring. Austin Matthews obviously doesn't really miss Mitch Marner, but I'm going to be honest, we still all miss Mitch Marner. He has now 70, I think they said 72 goals in like 83 home games or something stupid like that. The guy's on fire. What's that, 16th of the year now? 16th or 17th? 16th, 17? He's on fire, and so are the Leafs. First in the Atlantic. Go Leafs, go.